Good day, Trinidad and Tobago. It's 12:53 on a Tuesday. And the reason for me bringing this video for you now is to discuss issues. I'm not sure if we're going to get a chance to include it in tonight's video, if there is a video tonight, because we have a massive party meeting this evening with regards to things happening in the party right now, opening of the southeast and north offices, as well as the impact of this whole flood and on the machinery of the party. We have to do some introspection to see what was done, how it could have been done better. Anyway, because that's how we operate. A couple years ago, I was threatened to be sued for defamation for raising an issue in the public space between a company and the then Minister of Health, Fuad Khan, that were engaged in what I call a fraudulent health card scheme. I just learned that even though it made the front page of the Guardian, even though one of the persons involved in the fraudulent health card scheme was a director of Guardian Media, so the Trinidad Guardian, Sabga News Network, circled the wagons and tried to make it about that the issue wasn't the health card was fraudulent. And I just found out that the whole thing collapsed in a fraudulent mess. And that the person who was threatening to sue me for defamation had to run out of this country. Had to go and run all the way to California and camp out. A former Minister of National Security wife who was then sleeping with him. All of this kind of bullshit I have to get and keep to myself. She had to come to me and tell me how I don't know what I'm talking about. When I go to the Minister of National Security, he tell me he throw them out his office. He had no interest in them and the bullshit. These people in Trinidad and Tobago, what we witness in Trinidad and Tobago, and the reason you need a Progressive Empowerment Party, tell you why? Because Fuad Khan and Terence Dale Singh are two ministers of health in two different governments, and neither of them will bring the other's criminals to justice. Because when you're doing crime in Trinidad and Tobago, see the crime in Petrotrin? When you organize to raid Petrotrin and you bribe the government, you bribe the opposition too. You bribe the union. You make sure you secure legal fees and you secure the media. So you could get away with figurative and literal murder in this country. There is only one political organization in this country that has a real and authentic voice that is not connected to all of these bandit clans and criminals. Trinidad and Tobago, we are running out of time. I was just told that despite Terence Dale Singh, mute, dumb, have nothing to say, there are 13 cases of leptospirosis in the country as a direct result of the flooding. Nobody is giving the people information about what you can buy and don't buy, what you can consume and not consume. Rat-borne illnesses, leptospirosis, things like cholera. Where is the Ministry of Health? We have a nation's food basket underwater. Nobody talking to the country. Rowley's demonstrated what we all know for a fact, that he's irrelevant. If you would get on a plane during a crisis like this and go away, know that we know you serve no purpose. But the problem is, and this is the thing that you all need to confront and resolve, assuming that the stunting that you see between the PNM and the UNC is anything real, is to deliberately fool yourself. To the jackasses who taking the chain up and telling me that this flood, don't talk politics till after the flood done, could kiss my ass. Because when the flood done and the water gone and everybody get dry, we will forget. Discuss it when you're wet. Because Facebook is giving me memories every single day and reminding me all this bullshit we're dealing with now, we dealt with last year. So how many times must we get the same friggin' flood for it to wake up? How many times must the country come this close to collapsing under the failure of government for y'all to wake up? Playing it down. The reason they could play it down is because the people not playing it up. I watching people talking bullshit about now is not the time to talk. When is the time to talk? It's now. Your government has failed. Don't tell me about God. God, an act of God. What foolishness y'all talking? Rainfall. Yes, it was a lot of rain. Manage the freaking rain. Manage the water. Stop bullshitting yourself. Stop looking for an excuse to defend the nonsense that you know you're doing. Because you know that to support these racist cults, You are cutting your throat, and you're cutting everybody else's throat. Talk about the flood now. Why there was no response, why there was no preparation. Don't just focus on the fact that we say make sandbags available. Not everybody get 9 feet of water. Somebody had 4 inches. Sandbags for those who had 4 inches. Berms and runoffs and artificial drains for those who have 9 feet. But the government have no clue. We have a bunch of shit snakes and shithounds in government. And the people outside there scrubbing and cleaning and fixing and preening for likes on Facebook so that people could share and say, oh God, look at you, you care. So the government could lie down in the bed home and sleep because like jackasses, we doing the government job. We doing the government job. Because as a municipal corporation work, that is what they are paid for. If you want to come and do my job for likes and shares so I could sleep, come and do it, you know. Because we can't be so blasted stupid all the time. We cannot be so stupid all the time. We are a nation of fools. We don't know how to stand up and say, hey, this is bullshit. I am paying you, Mr. Prime Minister. Do your friggin' job or get out of the people's office. Mr. Minister of National Security, you failed. Stuart Young should have been fired. The ODPM comes under you. Why they weren't operationalized 1 week before that flood when we knew it was coming? Where was the army when the country had already started the flood? Where's the army now? How come I ain't see one fire engine nowhere washing down nothing? Miss me with the bullshit, man. The people end up in a traffic jam on the northbound highway. And as we had to tell them on social media, look, turn around and go back home. Nobody coming to help you. Where was the police? The entire Ministry of National Security collapsed. Right now, the Ministry of Health not telling people anything, and people's lives are at risk. Because you don't know what's safe to eat and what not safe to eat. Trinidad and Tobago, oh Christ, man. How could we have had the same exact friggin' crisis 12 months ago and learn nothing? How come? How is that possible? Don't you understand that they are chaining you up with telling you don't talk politics now, talk politics later? The president jump out herself. They swear her in and I hear not one word from her. And now she talking about now is not the time to talk politics. Madam President, now is the time to talk politics. Real politics is discussing how the hell we have a president. Our president serves no purpose in this country. The president work is to swear in people. The Chief Justice could do that. The president work is to inspect the army. What are we inspecting the army for? We playing smart with stupidness in this country. Stop taking chain up. Wake up. Stand up. Start to demand better. Start to demand a better country. We're not going to get it until all the people wake up. And I want to get more information on Infotech. Because I want them to stand up and tell the public that fake PriceSmart card and Excel spreadsheet you all nearly sell this country for $45 million under Fuad Khan. And Fuad Khan come and lie. I see Fuad point out videos. Fuad lied to the nation. Like he lied to the nation about the ambulances. Fuad Khan was a paid liar under the UNC People's Partnership government. And the Ministry of Health under Fuad Khan thief more money than just about any other ministry in this country. You all have to wake up, you know. We've spent trillions of dollars in this country to put money in friends and family of government ministers' pockets. It is time to wake up Trinidad and Tobago. Stop taking chain up Trinidad and Tobago. We don't have to be an episode of Animal Farm. Be a real nation of real people, one people under one flag. You want a better country? There must be 1 million voices like mine. Make your videos, stand up and talk, go and film your flood, take pictures of the bullshit that's passing for government in this country. Let us fix Trinidad and Tobago.